Infosys founder Narayana Murthy has reignited the work week debate once again, pushing for a 72-hour grind and praising China's controversial 996 culture. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. Murthy insists India's youth must match that intensity to turn the country into a developed nation fast. Critics, however, call it outdated and dangerous, pointing to burnout, failing productivity, and China itself cracking down on 996 as illegal and deadly. With the Indian IT already battling with attrition and mental health crisis, can a 72-hour week really fuel growth, or will it just push more talent abroad? The debate is back and louder than ever. Also, the last time this debate raged, Mohandas Pai had strong opinions on the topic, and he even termed the last debate as silly and individual's choice. But he also added that prosperity requires hard work. Mr. Pai, thank you for joining in today. Mr. Pai, you had earlier cited this debate as silly and it as an individual's choice to work that way, but prosperity requires hard work is what you said. But can't prosperity be achieved through, let's say, smarter systems instead of simply increasing hours? We have so much at our disposal right now.
Of course, it can be done through smarter system, and everybody should try. There's no doubt about that. But please remember, we are competing with China, where young people working in startups and technology do 996 to dominate the world. China is already in a position to overtake the United States because the work ethic, the high quality of work and technology. If we as a young nation want to succeed globally in technology, become a good player in the world, we need our innovators and startups to do all this. Narayana Murthy is not talking to ordinary people working in banks and offices and shops and all to do this 70-hour week and all that. You understand? He's not talking to people in the media also, despite you people working very hard. He's talking about this 996 to say, this is the phenomena for Chinese innovation companies. This is the phenomena for research-based companies. This is the phenomena for great companies who are doing fantastic work. And this is what our young people should emulate to do great stuff. If young people and startups want to become billionaires, they want to create unicorns, they have to work at a very different level, work very smartly, work very hard, and try to do 1 year's work in 6 months. That's the way to succeed in the world. And China is doing that already. And that is the message is giving young people. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody who want to go for a movie in the afternoon, get up at 11 o'clock in the morning and have a chai and walk and all. Not for those people. It's only for a select group of people who are innovators, working in technology companies, creating great technology using R&D. And for them, this is the message is saying, why? Because Chinese are doing that. The Americans are doing the Silicon Valley. You guys must have that practice. That's the message is sending.
But as an individual, do you genuinely believe that India's growth depends on overworking its youth? Or are you ignoring, the deeper structural problems like inefficiency and, poor management top down?
Look, I'm telling you again and again that this is not for ordinary people. This is not for the banking sector. This is not for government. This is not for colleges. This is not for schools. This is not for normal officers. This is not for retail shops. This is not for them. This is for a select group of entrepreneurs who want to achieve great things in technology and innovation. And for them, a high quality work culture is essential. Let me tell you, I went to a very unique place called the Network School off the coast of Singapore in Malaysia, Johor Bahru, started by Balaji Srinivasan. I met 250 young entrepreneurs there who were sitting there working, staying in a place, working and creating great technology. Now, very soon they're going to be world leaders. That's what he wants us to become. He wants the young people who are in startups, in technology companies to work hard, smartly, innovatively, use great technology and achieve great things which other people around the world achieve in 1 year, in 6 months. That is the point that he's going to make. It's not for ordinary people, please. It's not for you and me. We can all work in government office, take a long tea break, come late to office, go early to work. That's all fine. Please, let us not mix up the issues. All right.
But but why? But why should Indian employees emulate or Indian people emulate China's 996 culture when China itself has cracked down on it and labeled it abusive?
Well, it's abusive if you're compelled to do it. If nobody compels you, do it. You cannot make it a rule that everybody in the company should do 996. That's against the law, even in India. It is a voluntary thing done by high performers who want to achieve great things in life. It's not for everybody. I told you, it's not for everybody. It is not what is mandated by the law, and the law should not mandate that because we have come a long way. But it is for people who want to work themselves voluntarily and achieve great things.
So essentially you're saying if you are an entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, there is no such thing as work-life balance. So when you're passionate about your work like an entrepreneur is, not for regular employees, not for common man, not for banking jobs, not for 9 to 5s, balance for, these high achievers is overrated. It's overrated for entrepreneurs. Is this what you're saying?
There's no such thing as a balance because there can never be a balance. You're driven by your ambition. You're driven by a need to achieve. You're driven by the need to achieve great things. And that is a driving force. So you slog it out and you achieve it. And you get a fulfillment at the end of it because you're far ahead of everybody else in the race. I think it's important for people to understand. See, the key thing is, what does the individual want to make of his life, his or her life? If you want a 9 to 5 job, fantastic, go for it. If you want a government job where possibly you get a pension instead of a salary for the time you work, fantastic, go for it. If you want a retail job, go for it. If you want a gig job working only 3 hours a day, go for it. If you want to go to a company where every day you work from home, fantastic, go for it. You do what you like. But he's only saying, if you want to achieve great things, stand out from the crowd and, have a startup, build a great business, hard work is necessity, is a part of it. And you're self-motivated, you do it because you want to do it for yourself. And that's an important thing. That's an important thing all of us have to realize and understand because the world is doing it. The Chinese young people are doing it. Go to China, see all those great companies. So many wonderful teams are there working very hard. Now, you can't compel others to do it. You should not compel others to do it. Let me make it clear. It's not a mandate. It's not a rule. It's not the law. It is self-motivation. An individual want to achieve great things, do it. If you want to be the kind of individual. You don't want to be the kind of individual, don't do it. It's up to you. No, there's no compulsion for anybody.
But interestingly, Mr. Pai, why do corporate leaders of this stature rarely call for better wages while calling for just longer hours of work?
He's not calling for longer working hours for everybody, please. He's talking about entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs don't work for wages. Entrepreneurs don't work for wages, please. He's not asking employees to do that. He's not asking wage earners to do that. He is talking about entrepreneurs, high achievers who are to work. That's all. And these high achievers and entrepreneurs are the ones who create employment, are the ones who create value, are the ones who create innovation, are the ones who build great companies. You understand what I'm saying? It is for them because they're the ones who are change agents. They're the ones who are drivers of great things to happen. And we need thousands of great companies in this country. We need thousands and hundreds of thousands of innovators. We need all those people because you have to come up, you have to compete in the world where change is constant, where change is very fast. And it's not going to be easy because with AI, machine learning, quantum computing, hypercloud, robotics, life has changed. That the message is telling everybody. And it's not for everybody. It's for those select people who are self-motivated to achieve great things. If you can achieve great things without doing that, working twice a day, please do it. Nobody is stopping you. There is no compulsion. So I don't think anybody has to jump up and down and abuse Murthy for making the statement. Nobody's asking you to follow him. Nobody's asking you to listen to him. Ignore him. Ignore him. Forget it. Don't listen to him. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Pai, for those insights. Really strong opinions on the 72-hour work debate, by the way. Well, it is time for us to take a short break. You don't go anywhere. We will be right back.